Hello, dosto. How is everyone? Good evening. Good evening. Oh, people are still joining. That's great. That's great. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Abhay. Awesome. Hello, Vishal. Hello, Mangam. Hello, Vishrup, Om, Rajesh, Shiva. Awesome. Very, very good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is enjoying the process of becoming a DevOps engineer. I can imagine it must be, overwhelming or happy or sad or frustrating or demotivating or motivating. We go through a lot of emotions every day. The moment we think that, okay, this is pressing me, this is, testing me, that's the time when you have to act. And I've seen that you all are acting really well. You all are doing practice, but I'm not seeing many DevOps related blogs or posts on LinkedIn. So I want everyone to make your LinkedIn profile very strong. And that involves a lot of posts, a lot of comments, a lot of articles, photos, documents, PDFs, and so many things. So you have to do that. Okay. That's one way to reach where you want to reach. Okay, then let's get started. Let me quickly recap what all things we covered till now. But before that, हेलो दोस्तों, आप सबका स्वागत है DevOps Zero to Hero में. And in today's session, we will be continuing our Git process. Git and GitHub we were doing. So we will be continuing with that process. Now, how many of you can recall what all things we did in the last session? Which is, we learned about the history of Git, what is version control system. We learned how to set up a local Git repository. We even learned how to set up a remote Git repository on GitHub. We even understood how to connect GitHub and your local. So how many of you actually created a GitHub repository and connected it with your local and did some push and pull operations? How many of you did that? I want to know, because that's not easy. That's not easy. If you are able to do it, it simply means you are understanding the concepts of SSH, you're understanding the commands. So if you are done with this, it simply means you are one step ahead from where you were yesterday. Awesome. Please repeat the question. Did you create a GitHub profile, create a repository, and connected that repository with your local? And from local, you push the changes to remote. And from remote, you pull the changes to local, and so on. Awesome. Great job, everyone. Superb. So, in today's session, what I want you all to understand is a few concepts, obviously. Let's see what all concept we will be doing for GitHub Advanced. So today is GitHub Advanced. I want you all to learn some advanced level topics. Let's see what all the topics would be. First, I want you all to know what is pull requests. Okay. What are pull requests? PRs, we also call it. What are pull requests? Then we will be seeing what is revert and reset. We will be seeing what is stashing. We will be seeing what is cherry picking. Okay. So a few concepts related to that. We will even be seeing what is rebasing. And the most important, we will be saying branching strategies used in companies. Now, these vary from company to company. That's why I'm saying companies, not a company or not my company, and so on. Is merge request and pull request same? Yes, it is same. It is called merge request in GitLab. It is called pull request in GitHub. Okay. Now, these are the topics that we will be aiming for today. And obviously, as the course goes on, we will be seeing new and new topics every day. Okay. But the question is, do you want to learn pull request first, or do you want to learn branching strategies first? Pull request, more of hands on. Branching strategies, more of theory. Let me know which you want to take first. Let's see what people want. That's great. PR. Awesome. Let's get started. Let me quickly spin up my AWS EC2 instance without wasting any time. Hey, bhaiya, you always say without wasting any time. It's 7, 8 minutes already passed. Don't worry about it. We have a lot of time. You must be you. How many of you um, realized that November and December are 2 months which are not passing? It's just not ending. How many of you feel the same, that November was crazy? It did not end only, and now December feels like a year. Where is my authenticator? Oh. Sorry, miss, last two live because of workload. I can imagine. The workloads can be crazy. The times are tough. I can imagine. But try to take out 2 hours from your busy schedule, and just like Irfan is enjoying, you will also enjoy, the process. Awesome. Let me quickly start the server. So for those who could not join in the previous session, anyone who could not join the previous session, let me know in the chat. Maybe they're joining it for the first time. Maybe they could not understand Git session, which is the previous session. Just let me know. Yes, joining for the first time. Okay, okay. So let me quickly do one simple thing. Let me quickly go through Git. Okay. Now, what is Git? Git is a version control system that allows you to keep a version and track records, track history for your code, for your files. So, Git is generally installed in all of the Mac and Linux based operating system. Why? Because the founder of Git, okay, the founder of Git also created Linux. So, any system which is Linux, it also has Git. So what we covered in the last session were a few commands like git init that initializes a repository, git status that checks what is the status of your repository, git add to add any file which is in your file system to a git version control system, and git commit to save that file inside your version control system. These were the primary commands that we did, and today's session is a continuation for that. Okay. Now my instance is started. I'll just SSH on my server. Where is my terminal? Oh, the same. Okay, we have started the SSH process and we are here. Okay. So in the previous session, we did a few things. We cloned a 90 days of DevOps repository from my GitHub. Okay, from my GitHub, we cloned. And the scripts was a repository which we created on the local, and we synced it with my GitHub. So if you go to my repositories, you will find scripts. Okay, done. You find scripts. So these were the scripts which we added 2 days ago. Okay. How many of you are clear till here that on github.com we created a repository on local, which is, this is my local server. I also created a repository called scripts, and this scripts basically helps us track these shell scripts and keeps in sync with github.com. Okay. So this is what we did. Now we have git branch as a command. Whenever we do git branch, it lists the dev and master or whatever branches you have. Similarly, on GitHub, you do this drop down and you will see master, view all branches. It's master only, which means the dev branch is not yet pushed to GitHub. So let's push that. So currently I'm on which branch? Can anyone let me know in the chat? If I do git branch, and if you see this asterisk and green, it shows wherever you are currently. Now, in the last session, I told you git checkout dev. This is the way to check out or switch to a branch. Switch to a branch dev. And git checkout master is a way to switch back to master. There is one more way called git switch. Git switch dev. Same, works the same. So we are now in dev branch. So currently in dev branch. This branch is not in sync with github.com. So what we will do, we will directly do git status, see if there is nothing to commit, git push, origin, dev. Now doing this, what will happen? There will be whatever changes in this branch will be pushed to the origin, which is your GitHub, and a new dev branch will be created. Git push origin dev, done. Created a new branch. Now, if you go here on GitHub, if you refresh, there will be a new branch called dev. Done. Done. Now, whenever you go to your scripts or your repository and go to your branches, you just click on view on branches. Okay, view all branches, and you will see the name of your branches and the status. If your master branch is behind or it is ahead, if your dev branch is behind or is it ahead. So behind and ahead of what? Always it is behind and ahead of default branch. So what is a default branch? The first branch which is created. So if you remember the tree diagram which we created, this was the tree diagram. So the initial branch which we created is the default branch. And based on that branch, it checks if other branches are ahead or behind. Okay. Now, can you see dev branch is what? Behind or ahead? Dev branch is behind or ahead? It's ahead. So whenever a branch is ahead from your default branch, you can merge those changes to your master branch. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. These dev and master is with every script which you have pushed. I don't think you are understanding. These dev and master is with every script. See, whenever we created these, we added those scripts. Okay. So let's say you are in initially master branch. So you have all these scripts or all these codes. Whenever you create a new branch, all these code will be inherited to the new branch. That is the whole concept which I taught when I was teaching tree, that whatever initial code was there, original initial code, whenever you create a new branch, that initial code will also be there. Okay. So don't worry, you have to practice. Okay. Now this branch is ahead. Now what we will have to do? We have to create a pull request or merge dev branch into master branch. So how do we do that? You go to pull requests. So what is a pull request? Pull request is basically proposing new changes from a new branch to any branch. From one branch to any branch, if you want to propose some changes or propose some new commits, then you can do a pull request. How? So the dev branch had recent pushes 3 minutes ago. You can create a pull request for that, or you can create a new pull request. So I'll just click on new pull request. Okay. As soon as I do the new pull request, it asks me which two branches you want to merge. So check this arrow. Okay. Just check this arrow. This arrow. This means in master, I want to merge which branch. So this arrow shows base branch is master. So in master, I want to merge the changes. But from which branch? So here on the right hand side, what will I pick? Which branch will I pick? Dev. Dev. So dev to master. Easy. This is just a visual representation. Dev arrow towards master. Okay. Which means I want to merge dev branch to master branch. Okay. Is it showing able to merge? Which is good. Okay. I'll just create pull request. Okay. And as soon as I create pull request, I can add a title. Dev to master, whatever you like. Okay. Dev to master, whatever you like. And then you check your files, whichever files are changed. So I think demo underscore dev.txt. This is a demo file in the dev branch. This is a new line. These two changes were not in the master. If you go and check the master branch scripts, can you see in the master branch, though demo underscore dev file is not there, but in dev branch, the demo underscore dev file is there. So what we are doing here, we are merging the dev branch to master branch so that these changes, demo dev, will be added to master branch. So this left hand side shows that there were no such demo dev files changes here in the master branch. And the right hand shows that in master branch, new changes would look something like this. Okay. So once you do that, you create a pull request, which means you're proposing changes that Shubham Londe wants to merge two commits, which were in the dev branch, into master branch. I want to merge two commits. What are the two commits? Let's see. Added demo dev file, added some changes. So these were a few commits which I did. What were the file changed? So only demo dev file was changed. Okay. So if it looks good, what you can do is you can directly merge pull request. Just click on merge pull request. Okay. Merge pull request, confirm merge, done. It is as simple as coming to that master branch and doing git merge dev. How many of you remember in the last session we did git merge dev, and whatever the changes were from the dev branch, it were merged to master branch. Similarly, what is a pull request? Whatever the changes was from dev branch, now you can see demo dev is now in master branch. Understanding that merging and pull request is the same thing. How many of you understood this? Merging and pull request is the same thing. Okay. Understanding it? Yes. Okay, I will do one more thing. But I guess merging is different. Prove me wrong. Okay. Prove me wrong. Git status. Okay. Currently, I am on dev. Now, see this. Okay. Now, see this. Currently, I am on dev. Git switch master. Now, I am on master. I'll do git pull origin master. So, whatever changes on master, I have got on my local. Okay. Git switch dev, git pull origin dev. So whatever changes on master and dev are on GitHub, and are on local as well. How many of you are now on the same path? Git switch master. How many of you are on the same path that git pull origin master, everything is up to date? Can you see already up to date? So my local and my master is now synced. Getting it? Local and master is now synced. Now let's prove how PR and merge works. Okay. Now see this. I'll tell you a scenario. My scenario is, this is my master and this is my dev. Both are currently synced with GitHub. Okay. Both are currently, please don't ask questions right now because you will miss the topic. Okay. So don't think about green or all these. Just think about, this is the scenario which I'm teaching and you have to pay a lot of attention to that. Okay. How many of you are in sync that master and dev in GitHub, master and dev, both are in sync? Everything is in sync. Everything is all good. Okay. Now, in local, what I'll do, I'll create a new file. Or maybe if you remember, uh, let's go to git switch dev. Okay, I am in dev branch now. Git branch, I am in dev branch now. Now what I'll do, this backup.sh, you remember, right? This was a backup creation script that we created. Now what I'll do, backup.sh, I will add some comments around it. Can anyone tell me how to add multi-line comments in a shell script file? Any guesses? Preeti Kumari? Absolutely correct. This is a shell script to take backups. Can also be used with cron so that we can schedule it. Okay, so this is a multi-line comment which I did in which branch? Git add backup.sh. Okay, should I commit it in dev? Git commit -m added, what you can say, document or help comments for backup script. Okay, I've committed the changes. Git status, nothing to commit. Okay, I have committed to which branch? Let me know in the chat. Git log. Can you see? I have committed to dev branch saying that added some help comments for backup script. Okay, so my head is on dev currently here. Okay, so there is one more way to check logs. Git log -one line. So it will give you a shorter way of looking at logs. Okay, now can anyone tell me if the git checkout master, does master have these changes? Does master have these changes in backup.sh? Does master have these changes in backup? No. So how will master get these changes from backup? In backup? Rajesh says merge. Okay. So if I do git merge dev, the changes that are in my dev branch, that will come to my master branch, correct? Absolutely correct. What is the difference between checkout, Naga? The difference between checkout is you're not paying attention. Okay. So git switch dev. Now I am inside dev branch. Okay. I'll answer your question. There is no difference between switch and checkout. Whenever you do checkout, also there is no hyphen between check and out. Whenever do checkout, you have to put, if you do -b, it will create a new branch. If you don't put -b, it will just switch to an existing branch. Okay. So I would highly recommend that whenever I'm giving a topic or I'm teaching a topic, just pay attention. And towards the end, if you can ask the questions, that would be highly appreciated. Okay. Now, before I break my flow of explaining merge and pull request. Git status dev. Okay. Does my dev backup script have the changes related to help? Yes, it has. Now, what is the command to push these changes to my GitHub? What is the command to push these changes to my GitHub from my local to GitHub? Git push origin dev, git push origin dev, done. So whatever was from my local in the dev branch has now reached GitHub. Now I want these changes to be inside master branch. So does my master backup.sh have those changes? No, I can't see. In local, what did you all answer? If I want my changes from dev to master, what should I do? Git merge dev. Correct? Merge. In GitHub, how will you merge? You will merge using pull request. As simple as that. You have to create a pull request. Go to a Git repository. Go to pull request. Go to pull request. Go to new pull request. Now, just check from which branch to which branch you have to merge. From dev branch to master branch. Now Sumit is like, merge is for local and PR is for remote. But both are same. Okay, getting my point? Merge, git merge is a command line. There is no command line on GitHub. So that's why you have to create a pull request. I hope now the concept is clear for everyone. Okay. Now, dev to master, able to merge. So this change was in dev, but was not in master. So it will be created in master. I'll just click on create pull request, and whatever title of the pull request I want, I can give that title. Added help comment for backup script. Done. Done. And after doing this, this is a pull request form that you will have to do. Create pull. Okay. Getting it? Now, the pull request is open, which means I have proposed changes from dev to master. Now it's up to me to merge it or not. So if I want, I can merge it. If I don't, I can close it. Getting it? If I want, I can merge the pull request, and whatever changes was in dev, it will go to master. If I don't want it, I can close the pull request. My proposal is off. It's rejected. How many of you got it? Just like in command line, you have the option of doing git merge dev. Similarly, we have an option of clicking merge pull request. You click on merge pull request and you confirm merge. Boom. Whatever changes were in dev, if you click on backup.sh in master, you got those changes. How many of you understood this? When we should reject pull request, whenever you don't want to merge the changes. Getting it? Okay. See, we have to create, it's not a correct statement that for your own project, you don't have to create pull request. Many of my own project, I create pull request. Now, Sumit is saying merge will also show the conflict. Local merge and pull request, which is remote, both will show the conflict. The question is, I have not taught conflict, so please, patience. Okay. How many of you got how to create a pull request? How to create pull requests in GitHub. Now, one more thing. Whenever you create pull request, in industry, you want that others to review your code. Let's say I have, you know, I have added some changes. Let's say in hello.sh, welcome to DevOps and something. Uh, Hello dosto, welcome to DevOps Zero to Hero and echo. We are learning Git. Okay. I added some changes. Git add hello.sh. I add it or stage those changes. Git commit -m added changes to hello. Done. Git push origin dev. I have pushed my changes to dev. So what I'll do, I'll create a new pull request because those things I want to merge to master as well. So I'll create a new pull request. I'll go from dev to master and I can see we are learning Git. Whatever I wrote on my local is now reflecting on GitHub. Now, once I create a pull request, now these changes look good to me because whatever we do, we are hero in our own eye. But when others look at us, when others give you a review, when others give you a feedback, then we are understand. Yaar, I'm not that good of a person. Maybe I should improve. That is why we have reviewers here. So you can add reviewers. You can request other people to review your code. What does that mean? Other people will see, okay, this is correct. If this is correct, they will approve it. If this is wrong, they will say, oh, these require some changes, go and do something. So what I do, I add, you know, you can add reviewers. So anyone who would like to review this code of mine, can you give me your GitHub, Darshan, or anyone? Om. Let's go for Om. So what I'll do, I'll go to my settings, which is my repository settings. Okay. I'll go to collaborators. Okay. I'll go to collaborators and I'll add Om Chaudhary. Okay. I'll add people to my repository. So Om Chaudhary. Okay. Can you see Om Chaudhary? I'll add Om Chaudhary to this repository. Now Om has got an invite from my side that, hey, Shubham Londe is inviting you to be a part of this repository. Om, did you receive an email on your Gmail or whatever account you're using? Yes, you received it? Great. Now just accept the invite so that this pending invite goes and you are a part of my repository. Let me refresh. It's still pending. Just accept on that. Okay, we are still awaiting Om's response. Still it is pending. Om, hurry up. 1 minute? Oh, what 1 minute? It takes 30 seconds to click on invite. Click on accept. Anyone else who will take less than 1 minute? Yes, anyone else who can take less than... Oh, there are so many people who can take... Let's take Sumit. We will add people. Sumit, two Sumits. We'll take first one. Okay. Now, as soon as okay, Om is now a collaborator. Can you see Om has accepted the invite? Thank you so much, Om, for accepting the invite. Now, similar invite has been sent to Sumit as well. So it's pending invite. If you refresh, still pending, but Om has accepted it. Okay. So, okay, Sumit has also accepted it. So we have two contributors now. So what I can do is go to my pull requests, create new pull request, dev to master. Okay, so this was my latest change. I'll create a pull request and I will ask Om and Sumit to review this code. And Om and Sumit, they will do, okay, they will check this. They will see this that, hey, okay, this code is okay. And based on their review, I'll just create a pull request and it will give a notification to them that, hey, Shubham has added you to reviewers. Please review it. They will, a review is requested. They will review it. And once the review is done, then I can merge the pull request, which simply means PR or pull request adds a extra layer of security, a extra layer of, what you can say, observation from other teammates, that these teammates are also reviewing your code. So if I refresh it, so they are a pending review. Okay, pending review. How does the review look like? How does the review look like? From their side, they just have to approve or disapprove the changes. Let's say they approved it. Let's say Om or Sumit, they approved it. So I will get here that Om Chaudhary has approved it. And once they approve it, can you approve Om or Sumit if you find this code helpful? Then only. Okay. If you approve it, then there will be a tick. Okay. There will be a tick that they have approved it. How to approve it? Okay. I'll show you how to approve. So let's say I go to any repository. Let's say this repository. Okay. This repository. So someone has created a pull request, added Kubernetes cluster something. Now they might have added me as a reviewer, might not. So I can go here and add myself as reviewer. So I've added myself as reviewer. As soon as I refresh, there will be a new UI. Can you see this? Add your review. Click on add your review. And once you click on add your review, it will say, okay, these are the file changed, review changes. You can either commit, you can approve, or you can request change. Let's say I've approved. So I'll submit the review. So from my side, the changes are good. They are approved. Can you see? One approval. This kind of thing will come. So Om Chaudhary has approved. Can you see? One approval. As soon as I get an approval, I'll merge it. Confirm. Merged. So I have also checked my changes. My reviewers have also checked my changes and everything looks good. How many of you are understanding how to use pull requests in GitHub? Getting it? Got YouTube notification from Train with Shubham live in 30 minutes. It's basically my Hindi brother. So we are two brothers. One speaks Hindi, one speaks English. So the Hindi guy will be live there. Okay. Understood? How many of you understood pull requests? How many of you understood what is pull requests? It's a way of merging your changes. Got it? Awesome. Now let's study about revert and reset. What is revert and reset? Let's take a scenario. This is your branch. Let's say master or dev, whatever branch you feel. Let's do everything on dev. Generally master branch, we don't have those many privileges that we can play around with master branch. Generally we don't. We generally do on dev. Okay. So let's say we did a commit on dev. Okay. We did a commit on dev. We did another commit. We did another commit. We did another commit. And we did another commit. Now, these commits were good. But by mistake, I did some bad commit here. Some wrong commit. By wrong commit, I mean some kind of code break or code change which I did, which can impact. And this impact we need to revert as soon as possible. So what is revert? Revert is basically undo. Revert is basically undo. What is undo? You have done something. You see, you are now, oh shit, what I've done? You just roll back. Okay. How many of you got the definition of revert, it's basically undo. Whatever you have done, you can come back from that stage. So let's recreate this scenario. Okay. What do you say? Instead of learning, what is restore? Restore means you have added a file. You don't feel like committing these, then you can restore. Revert is you have committed. You have committed a mistake. Done. Oh yeah. Now you are reverting. Okay. Undo. So instead of learning in theory, what if we learn in practical? Would it be more interesting? What if we did, instead of doing the theory part, we did it in practical? Because theory, obviously, you can go on web and you can write revert git. Uh, so many people will teach you. But let's see the practical one. Okay. Now, this is a demo dev.txt. Git log hyphen hyphen one line. Okay. One line is a one word. Okay. Git log one line. So you got all of the logs. Git pull origin dev just to make sure everything is up to date. Okay. Everything is up to date. Now see this. What I'll do is this demo dev, I will make a commit. I will make a commit. This commit is fine. This commit is fine. Okay. I'll commit it. Git add demo dev git commit -m added a fine commit. Done. Which means I have done this. I've added a fine comment. The green denotes a fine comment. Fine comment means everything is fine. Everything is good. Now, vim demo dev, this commit is not fine. Wrong. Bug. Issue. Boom. Whatever. Okay. Git add demo dev git commit -m added a, what we will call it, wrong commit. Okay. Added a wrong commit. Committed. The wrong commit that was not supposed to be added, I have added it. So git log hyphen one line. Can you see? Added a fine comment, added a wrong commit. Now, vim demo dev. Okay, done. This commit is also fine. All good. This commit is also fine. So git add demo dev git commit -m added another fine commit. Done. So my log becomes added fine commit, added a wrong commit, added another fine commit. So does it look like this? Added a fine commit, added a wrong commit, another added a fine commit. Now, this is causing an impact. So we need to revert it. How do we revert it? We just write git revert, and whatever commit you want to undo, you just take the ID of that commit. So added a wrong commit, I want to undo that commit. So 3B1450A is that ID. Now, hey, what is this ID? This ID, if you remove the one line, this ID is nothing but the hash. This is the hash, same. So whenever you write the one line, it just compresses it and makes it look very nice in just one line. Okay. So this ID I need to revert. So I'll just do git revert this. And as soon as I do this, boom, there will be a conflict. Why? Why there is a conflict and what is a conflict? Because whenever you are reverting any changes, let's say this is your file, this is line 1, this is line 2, this is line 3, this is line 4, and you create a new version where this is line 1, this is line 2, this is line 3, this is line 4, and let's say line 3 and line 3 here, same line, now have different values, different values. Okay, different values. So whenever same line has different values, it causes conflict. What is a conflict? Conflict is two commits trying to prove each other wrong. So conflict, merge conflict in demo dev could not revert. Why could not revert? Because same file was edited after a wrong commit. So how to fix this? You do git status. You do git status. As soon as you do git status after a merge conflict, you will see both modified. Demo dev, both modified, which means after revert, what will happen? What will the file look like? And before revert, how the file looks like? Both things are there. Now it's up to you how to resolve. So let's resolve it. How to resolve it? Just open that file, demo dev, just open it. And whenever there is a merge conflict, you will see something like this. This is fine. So head is till here. This commit is not fine. This commit is also fine. Parent of 3B added a wrong commit, which means, can you see the arrows? The arrows, head and this, which simply means, do you want to keep everything from there? And whatever you want to keep, you have to manually fix it. That is known as conflict resolution. Conflict resolution, which simply means, let's say this commit is not fine. This commit is not fine. You can remove it. You can remove it. Okay, done. Removed it. And in Vim, you have to manually do this delete line and stuff. You have to manually do this. But if you do it on a GUI or maybe on VS Code or GitHub, it says which version do you want to pick. So as we are doing it on a command line Vim editor, this version is what we want to pick. This version is what we want to pick. If you want, you can do any other. Let's say I don't want this version. I want some other version. I can do other version. And this version looks fine to me. I'll do escape :WQ, enter. As soon as I do enter, I will do git status again. Git status again. Can you see? Unmerged paths, both modified. Now, you think that conflict has been resolved? Yes. Now you can git add, demo dev, added, check status. Now, if all conflicts fixed, just run git revert continue. What will happen? Whatever you revert, whatever the revert process you were doing, it will continue. So git revert continue, enter. Now it says revert added a wrong commit. So whatever the wrong commit you were adding, there is a new commit created saying I am reverting the wrong commit. So whatever the wrong I did, I'm clearing it out. But if you're clearing it out, that also has to be a new commit. Okay. So there were conflicts, you resolved it, everything good. So this is basically your nano editor. So nano editor is a bit different than Vim. So you have to control X, done. So can you see git revert is now complete. One file is changed, one insertion, two deletions. And if you do cat demo dev, the wrong commit is gone, and git log -FN one line whatever the wrong commit was, it is now reverted. So whatever your added another fine comment and whatever changes you had, everything are as it is. It caused conflicts, you resolved it, and everything is now reverted. And this was this was one scenario when with same file got edited, but if different files get edited, the conflict will also not be there. I'll show one thing. Okay, so vim demo dev, let's say this is a bug. Okay, this is a bug. I'll add this bug, git add demo dev. Okay, git commit -m added demo bug, committed. Now I'll open some other file, vim hello.sh, some other file. This echo, this is fine. Okay, I'm editing some other file. Git add hello.sh, git commit -m added a fine commit to hello file. Done. Now git log -fn1 line. Now can you see added demo bug? How many of you want to revert this bug now? How many of you want to revert this bug? As simple as git revert, take this ID, paste it. Now, is there a way of conflict? Is there any chances of conflict? Because whatever file was dev, demo, and the other file, they are changed. Two different files. So same line won't be changed. So if I do git revert, enter, directly it says revert added demo bug. Just click Control X, reverted. Without any conflict, I have given an example of revert. With conflict, I have given an example of revert. That's why I say the more hands-on practice you do, the better you will get at DevOps. Because in real world scenarios, it's not this simple. You did git revert and it revert. No, it is like this. You will get conflicts, you would get so many things, and conflicts only occur on same file, same line change. Exactly. If you are changing the same file, same line, be it in while merging, while reverting, anyway, if the same file, same line is changed, you will get a conflict. How many of you understood how to undo change? Now, if I open cat demo, will the bug be there? If I open the demo, will the bug be there? Bug. This is a bug which it's not there. It's gone. It's reverted. How many of you understood what is git revert? Easy, interesting. Git revert. Understood? Now see this. Now see this. Now I'll give you one more scenario. So at 8 p.m. on my YouTube channel, my twin brother who speaks in Hindi, he will be talking about scenario-based questions. Okay. So similar scenario I will give you in live. English brother. Okay. So let's say you have a scenario. I have added a commit. 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 Added a commit. Now, this commit was good. This commit was good. This commit was not bad. It was worst. What could be the worst commit you did? Anyone? What was the worst commit you did? I'll tell mine. I added AWS keys in code. I added my AWS keys in code and those keys were present in all the commit history. Can you tell me your worst commit? Maybe you have not done it yet, but Harsh, one more example of conflict. Patience. Darshan, committed environment file. Accidentally, I removed .groovy file. Oh my god. Nice. Added Firebase key. Happened with me as well. Even I have done so that kind of things. Okay. Now, a friend of mine, his name was Pratik. He also did the same thing. Added the keys. And see, once you do something bad in life, no matter how good you do, that bad thing stays with you. You must have realized, observed. You do 100 good things, one bad thing comes and everything gone to dust. Okay. So, how to fix that? So, git revert will undo this commit. It will undo this commit and it will create a new commit saying that removed AWS keys. And your manager will say, oh, you added the AWS keys. Now you are running away. Yeah, now you removed the AWS key. Now you don't want your manager to be aware about this. So what you will do? You will reset. What does reset means? Reset means take that commit. Everything after that commit will be wiped off from your history. This is risky. That's why we don't do git reset. Git reset is never used, but it's good to learn, right? So what does reset do? If you want to undo something, you can do git revert. But you, whenever you do git revert, there is a new history of that revert created. How many of you agree that whenever I did git revert, the revert history is created? I don't want to maintain history only. I don't want to leave any traces. So what I'll do, let's say I've added a wrong commit. I'll do git reset. You should not be doing that. Just a warning. So it should not be like train with Shubham taught us how to reset. That's why we did. No, don't do that. Okay. So git reset, take a commit and just click. Okay. Done. Now reset has three modes. Git reset has three modes. One is soft, one is medium or mixed, and one is hard. What is the difference? When you do soft reset, whatever will be the commit ID where you are resetting, everything after this commit will be unstaged, which means all these are tracked, right? These all commits are tracked. If you do git reset soft, after a commit ID, let's say I did git reset 3b this hyphen soft. After this commit ID, commit this will not be tracked. It will be shown in my git status untracked files. Getting it? So git soft will untrack things, but it will be there in your staged. Now it's up to you if you want to take this forward again or keep it reverted only. Mixed, it will untrack. It will not even keep on stage. Okay. Hard, can anyone guess what is git reset hard? It will delete it. It will not keep untracked. It will not keep stage. It will just delete everything from this part. These everything will be deleted. Everything after this will be deleted. Now, how many of you think git reset hard is a risky business? How many of you got the idea of git reset? Git reset simply means take a commit and everything after that commit, the history will be gone. No traces. I'll show you. So git reset 3b soft, enter. Enter. Now if I do git log hyphen one line, where is my added another file? Where is my wrong? Where is my bug? Where is gone? So Pratik, who had added these AWS keys, I did git reset and he was saved because no history. No history. How many of you understood git reset? Git revert will create a history. Git reset will not create a history. And if I do git status, all the changes which I did are still there. Are still there. It is not tracked, it is untracked, but it is staged. If I want, I can again track it. But if I did git reset hyphen mixed, okay, so whatever stage changes were there, now they are unstaged. If I do git status, can you see they're red? They're unstaged, which means git soft will untrack but plus stage mixed with untracked. And how many of you want to see git reset hard? If I do git reset hard, can you see this? See this, see this. Modified hello.sh. The hello.sh modified changes are there. If you want to see, you can do git diff. And modified changes are there. Okay. So see, this is fine. These changes are still there. You still have a chance. But if you do git reset hard, gone. Gone. If you do cat hello, can you see where is that fine? Where is that fine written? I wrote something, right? This is a fine line. This is a fine commit. It's gone. How many of you practically understood the difference between git revert and git reset? How many of you understood this practically? Because theoretically, everyone will do git revert versus reset. And there will be geeks for geeks and so many people telling, I want you all to do practical. And once you do practical, you will get confidence. And then whenever you go to your interviews, you'll crack it. Okay. Enjoying it? Enjoying it like never before? So if we do revert of any reset commit, then no use of it. Whenever you do revert, there will be a new commit created that, hey, you reverted this. If you do reset, there won't be a new commit. You will be undoing changes, but there won't be a new commit. The commit history will be gone. Okay. How many of you understood these concept, revert, reset? Understanding? This is generally for undo. It's like git undo. Okay. But different ways of doing it. Now, let's talk about stashing. Let's take a scenario. Again, scenario, all scenarios. VIM, you are changing the backup.sh script. Okay, there is some script changes that you had to do. Backup completed. So I want to do backup completed successfully. Okay, backup. So some changes which I am doing. Okay, and some changes which I'm doing. Any changes, can be any changes. Okay, git add backup.sh. Okay, git status added. Now I realize that, hey, maybe whatever I'm doing, I need to finish some other task, and then I can complete this. So backup.sh, I am not sure if I'll commit it or not. It's a work in progress. Let's assume this scenario. I have done some changes and it's a work in progress. I don't want to commit it. When do we commit it? When we are sure about it, then we commit it. I'm not sure about these changes, so I'm not committing it. So what I'll do, I have to work on a different branch. Let's say I want to work on master branch. So I'll do git switch master. And as soon as I do git switch master, it is not allowing me to switch. It is saying your local changes to the following files would be overwritten. Backup. Please commit your changes or stash them before you switch branches. But I don't want to commit it because I'm not 100% sure if this is right or wrong. Whenever I'll be 100% sure, I will commit it. But currently I'm not sure. So what I'll do, I will save the changes. I will not commit it to Git repository. I'll just save it under the carpet, or I'll just save it in my pocket or something. So I'll stash it. So you'll have to just write git stash. So what happens in git stash? Whatever is your state of that branch, as it is, that state gets stored in a stack. How many of you know the concept of stack and queue? So what is a stack and queue? So when you keep things one on top of the other, top of the other, top of the other, this is a stack. Okay. So whatever was the last one to go inside will be the first one to come outside. Just like books. Keep a book. You keep a book on that. Keep a book. You have to remove a book. The top one you keep. Like, you take out. So this state of your dev, it is uncommitted. If I do git checkout master or git switch master, I want to change the branch, I can't because it has to be committed, but I don't want to commit. What can I do? I can do git stash, stash, enter. So saved your working directory and index state work in progress. WIP means work in progress on dev. This added a wrong commit. So if you do git status now, nothing to commit. Where it is gone? It is gone in a stack, also known as stash. Okay. Stash is a process of saving it. The place where it gets saved is a stack. Okay. Now I can go to my master, git checkout master. Very easy. I switch to branch master and I can come back to dev whenever my work is done. Switching is so easy. Now, whatever work I was doing, I want to continue doing that. So if you want to push or add an element in a stack, you do a push operation. But if you want to remove an element from the stack, what do you do? Any computer science engineers it? Pop. So all you have to do is git stash pop. Remove from the stash. Boom. Can you see a backup.sh is back? Your backup.sh is back. So if you want to save something without committing it, stash it, do whatever you want, like do whatever you want, come back and do git stash pop. How many of you understood this concept of stashing and popping? Getting it? What is stash? You don't want to commit something, but you want to save it. Save it for committing later. You can stash it. Then whenever you want, you can take it out from the stash and it becomes stash pop. How many of you got this concept of stashing? It's kind of a temporary storage for your Git. Can you take an example of stashing? I just did. Okay. How many of you understood stashing? I just did, Mosin. I mean, I did it in real time only. So what is stashing? Let's say I am working on some project in a branch, and that branch I don't want to commit. I want to work on different branch. So I'll stash those changes. I'll go to different branch. Whenever that work on different branch is done, I'll come back to my branch and pop those changes. It's like that only. I did it right. I did it. So whenever you create stash, okay, let's say I did git stash. It saved. I can get a list of my stashes. So I got a stash 0. So git stash pop. uh, okay. Can you see? Can you see? I have so many stashes. If you do git stash list, you will get all of the stashes. And whichever you want to pop, you can do git stash pop and it will come. So Priti, does it answer your question? Useful only in switching other branches. Can there be use other use? No, I think this is the best use case. Or if you want to save it for later. For example, sometimes what I do, I work on a task. I don't want to commit it, but I don't want to keep my working directory like this. So I just stash it, keep my working directory clean, close my laptop, go. Okay. Darshan, this was new to me. Welcome to DevOps 0 to Hero. Got it? Enjoying? Happy? Happy learning? Why pop 0 only? Why pop 0 only? Because only I have 1. If you have 10 pops, so you can directly pick the index. Let's say 7th index you want to pick. This 0 is not 0. This 0 is the location of the pop. Okay. Which file can be popped if I have multiple stashed files? See, stash is not a file. Stash is your working directory state. Stash is a working directory state. Let's say I can have multiple files also in a stash. Mul different branch, different multiple working directories in a stash. Getting it? Sometimes I start working in the, and in the meanwhile I get PR commit. So in order to fix my PR, I stash my changes. Absolutely. What if we never commit? What if we never commit? It's up to you. If you want to save it on your Git repository, you have to commit. If you don't want to save, you don't have to commit. What will happen if someone changes the code again? It's fine. The working directory goes as it is. Stash means that state you have saved somewhere. So my question is that command git stash pop file name or ID. Git stash pop the index. If you don't provide index, the latest, the topmost pop will come. Okay. See it like this. This is pop number 0. This is pop stash number 0, stash number 1, stash number 3. Now if I do git stash pop, which index, not 3, it will be 2. Okay. So if I do git stash pop, will 0 will come or 2 will come? Last in, first out. 2 will come. That's why I told you the concept of stack. See, you do git stash first index. You do git stash again, second index. You git stash again, third index. You git stash again, fourth index. Now, if you want to git stash pop the 0th index, you can write pop 0. Want to have third index, you can write pop 3. If you don't write any index, the last one which was inserted will come out, is fourth, the top one. Go for interviews. Then you will get it. Because generally what happens, whatever we learn, it's a process. Like we go through a process. We learn these concept, process, go well and good. But when it comes to interview, they ask you some real life scenarios, and then that comes only with hands on, not with me just telling the concepts, or not with you just hearing it out. When you will be doing those hands on, then you will be getting issues, then you will be getting errors. And that's the fun part. Okay, if we have multiple stars, how can we remember? What do you think? I told you, right? Git stash list will help you remember. You don't have to remember anything. You have commands. Let's move to next topic. Everyone, how many of you are enjoying the session with new Git related advanced learnings? Enjoying? Awesome. Let's take the next topic. All new to me. Nice. So think of this. Git log -fn1 line. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 commits in my dev branch. So git checkout master. Oh, it is not allowing me. What is the command that I should be doing here? Git stash. So whatever is my changes, it will be saved somewhere. Saved. Now I can go check out master. Checked out. Okay. 11 commits in dev. Git log -fn1 line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So dev has which commits which master does not have? Can you see? Added hello.sh, added shell script, added new script, git create GitHub, change file permission, demo, added help commit, added changes to hello, added fine, added a wrong commit. Can you see that there are a few commits in dev branch that are not in master? How many of you agree? That, for example, this wrong commit and hell and all these are not in master. Correct? Yes or no? This wrong commit and fine commit and all these are not in master. Okay. These were my experiments. Man, my master is a pure branch. It's a protected branch. It's my default branch. It's my production branch. Will I add my experiments commit to my master? Should I add that? No, I should not add the wrong commit or my experimental things which I do at train with Shubham DevOps 0 to 0. No, I don't want to. So what I'll do, let's take it as an example. Git status. There is a new file that I created. Vim uh, master demo or demo master. Demo master. This is a file for master branch. Okay. You created a new file, demo master, git add demo master, git commit -m added demo master. Committed. So my Git history becomes added fine commit, added wrong commit, added demo master. Now, from all those crazy stuff that I did in the last 1 hour, I only want to pick this commit, which is added demo master. I don't want this wrong commit and fine commit and all those dummy commits that I did. I only want added demo master. So what I can do, I can go to master branch, git switch master, and I can do git cherry pick. I can do git cherry pick. What is cherry pick? You all must have gone to birthdays. I know the cake looks good, but it is all cream. The cream is not that interesting, but the cherry on top is very interesting. What you do, you go and pick the cherry and you eat it. Similarly, for me, in my dev branch, these commits don't look interesting, but the demo added demo master commit looks interesting. So I'll just copy the ID of that demo commit, added demo master. I'll just copy that ID and I'll do git cherry pick and I'll just press enter. Boom. And if I do git log -f one line, I got the demo master without getting all these bakwas commits. How cool is this? I wanted this demo master. If you do ls, I'm in my master branch. I got my demo master. Git branch. I'm in my master branch and I got the demo master branch without getting all of these. See, if you want to add changes from one branch to other branch, what is other way of doing it? Merge. But when you merge it, all of the changes come along with it. Yes or no? Yes or no? That whenever we merge two branches, all of the commits from this branch will also go here. So if I merge my dev to my master, this wrong commit, fine commit, and all these boring commits will also go to master. I did not want that. I wanted a specific commit to be in master only. So what I did, I cherry picked it. How many of you understood cherry picking? Cherry picking means you don't merge the branch entirely. You just take whatever you want from that branch and you just add it. How many of you find it awesome that I don't have, there are two branches. This branch has some changes. This branch has some changes. I don't want to merge them, but I want some changes from this. I can cherry pick those changes. Interesting. Can we cherry pick any ID? Any damn ID. You can take any ID and you can cherry pick. Does cherry pick cause? Yes, cherry pick can also cause merge conflict. If you cherry pick one commit and that impacts the same file, same line, you will get a conflict. I think mostly people will use this only. Mostly people won't use, but see, I'll tell you why we use cherry pick when I will teach you branching strategies used in companies. What if my commit has two files and I want one file only? Then you are having very high expectations, my friend. Because cherry pick is only done for commits. And if commit has two files, those two files will come. You'll have to commit one file only at a time if you want one file. If you commit two files, you'll get two files. So cherry pick is done at the commit level, not at a file level. Pretty cool. Git. Ever thought that we will go ahead from push pull? Enjoying cherry picking? Now, rebase. Want to take a break? Small break of 5 minutes? No break? Okay. Now see this. This is my master branch. This is my dev branch. See this very, very carefully. Okay, this is my master branch. This is my dev branch. I did a commit 1 on master branch. I did commit 2 on master branch. I did commit 3 on master branch. Then I did a git checkout -b and I created a new branch called dev. So the dev will also have 1, 2, 3. Okay, dev will also have 1, 2, 3. I created a commit 4 on dev branch. I created a commit 5 on dev branch. I went back to my master branch and created a commit 6. I created a commit 7. I went back to my dev branch. I created commit 8. I created commit 9. And now what I want to do is this, I want to merge. Git merge dev into master. So what will happen? These commits will come here like this. So my tree would become 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 5, 8, 9. How many of you agree that my master branch after merging would look like 1, 2, 3, 6, 7? Because whenever I committed to master branch, this was a commit, this was a commit, this was a commit. Then these 4 and 5 commit I did on a dev branch. So that is not in the history. So I did commit 6, commit 7. Then I came back to dev branch, did commit 8, commit 9. Then I merged it. So it now becomes commit number 4, 5, 8, 9. Why? Because dev branches commits will also come here. So it becomes 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 5, 8, 9. Correct? So what it means? So currently I'm in master. If I do git log -1 line, this is my history. This is my history. Okay. Does it impact the sequence? Yes, it does. So, no, not coding. Only the commits. So this is my history of commits in my master. And if I check git checkout dev, and if I do one line, so this is my history of dev. And if I do git merge dev, so my history will not be maintained in a linear fashion, because I did something in master, came back to dev, did something in dev, came back to master. So my history is all messed up. How many of you understood the problem? That if I come here and if I do git checkout master and I do git merge dev, my history of dev and master, it's all here and there. It's not in a linear fashion. So if I merge this, my history will be, master, then dev. Are you getting it? So git log -1 line, this is my master history. 8 4 AA 4D 8. Correct? This is my master history. And this is my dev history. So when I merge this plus this will create a new history, which does not make sense. There will be a lot of commits which I don't want. Correct? A non-linear fashion of commits. In simple words, a non-linear fashion of commits. What is non-linear fashion of commits? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 5, 8, 9. This is non-linear history. How many of you agree with this term called non-linear? Why? On master, I did commit 1, I did commit 2, I did commit 3. Then I switched to dev, did commit 4, did commit 5. Then I switched back to master 6, 7. So my history in master was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. How many of you agree that my history or git log in master was 1, 2, 3, 6, 7? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. And Then these 8, 9 changes I wanted to merge. So this history, which was 4, 5, 8, 9, came to master after merging. How many of you got this? That this is a non-linear history. How many of you understood this? Got it? But what if I want to arrange everything as per the timestamp, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is known as a linear history. I want to merge. At the same time, I want to maintain this history. How? Using a magical command called git rebase. So what does rebase do? Take all of the commits from your dev branch, take all of the commits from your master branch and arrange them in one sequence. Git rebase dev, enter. Done. Now see this. Done. Git log -f one line. Can you see hello.sh happened, added shell script happened, new script happened, these happened, changes to hello happened, a fine commit also happened, wrong commit also happened, and then demo master happened. Can you see a linear history was maintained? If I had merged, the added demo master would have happened first, and then the wrong commit, fine commit would have added. Understood it? How many of you understood that git rebase with what it will do? Whatever happened time wise, it will just do one by one and it will create a linear history. This way, you will know that, okay, first time we added hello, then we added shell script, then new script, then create GitHub, then we did hell comments. Do you ever realize that the master branch did not have this commit called hell commit? Master branch did not have. How many of you realize that the master branch did not have this added hell commits for backup script? It's not there. It's not there. But after rebasing dev, whatever the commits of dev was there, it all got merged with master and a linear history was maintained. Can you see the latest history is added demo master, which is this particular file, demo master.txt. Bouncer and beamer, this will be only clear when you do hands-on. See, very clear concept. Very clear concept. What is git merge? Only Mohsin will answer. What is git merge? Dev. This is your master and this is your dev. Commit number 1, 2, 3 from master and commit number 4, 5, 6 from master. This master and this dev will be combined and the commits will be all in one place. Let's say you did commit 1 in master, commit 2 in master, commit 3 in master. Then you did some commits in dev 4, 5, 6. Then you did not merge. You come back to master. You did commit number 7, commit number 8. Now, if you merge, what will be the next commit? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Then tell me in the chat, what will be the next commit? If you merge, Mohsin, there is no 9. What are you doing? You want to merge. 4 is the correct answer. The 4, 5, 6 is when you merge the dev branch. Correct? Because this is a branch which has its own history. This is a branch which has its own history. You do git merge dev, this history will be combined here. Simple. This is what merge does. You have some changes, you have some other changes, you merge those changes. So now what your log history looks like: 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6. But you want a timestamp based linear history. Instead of merge, you just write rebase. What will happen? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. These 4, 5, 6 happened between 7, 8, na? So it will become finally 1, 2, 3. These happened before 4, 5, 6. Then these happened 7, 8. This becomes your linear history. Once I rebase, can I undo all the changes at same time using git reset? You can. Do we use rebase in companies? No. Why? Why? Because do you see any practical use case of maintaining a timestamp based history? I don't see it. If you want to see that how many employees worked in a straight day wise, then maybe you can. Or when to use rebase? When your master and your dev or any two branches are poles apart. Some master is in some other time zone or dev is other time zone, and we have not been merging for months and weeks and years. If that is the scenario, then you can rebase. So for example, when I did rebase, I was on a vacation for 3 months. I had a history of my code changes. I don't want to lose it. I rebased it with my master, and whatever the master changes were there, I got it a linear version. Okay. No, 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 no. Gone most of today's class over the head, but not worried because the recording will save me. If you are, finding it difficult, it means you're growing. If you are finding, this is what I was doing 3 years back, you're not growing. You're just revising. If you're learning something new, it's for sure that you will have some problems. Because if you remember when you were in first standard or second standard, you were asked to write, make the sentences, or learn this history, biography, or geography, or whatever that was. Initially, it was so tough, but you practiced and practiced and practiced. It became easy. Then one fine day you went to your college and it was mathematics, integration, calculus, and everything was gone. But then before exam, your friend or your brother, he taught you something and he said, this question you have to practice, and then you practice and you cracked it. You are now here learning DevOps. 10th, 11th, 12th, you have passed, you have aced, you have cleared your college, you have got that degree. Even that was difficult at one point of time. But how you passed it? You practiced it. You did it every day. You gave an exam for it. And that's why I want you all to give an exam 2 weeks later, which is this week. I think this week is ended. Rajesh says, never thought Git is having these many features. I told you this is not a normal course. In the induction session only, I told you this course is not designed by keeping the, what you can say, some kind of syllabus in mind. No, this course is designed with industry use cases. Now retention power is reduced. Badam needed. What do you think? What do I have it here? I daily badam. I to forget everything. You can you imagine my life? Sometimes I forget which job I am doing because morning I am doing a job for Australia. Noon time I'm doing some LinkedIn or solving doubts for learners on email or something. Evening time I'm doing English batch. Weekend I'm doing Hindi batch. Some weekday I'm doing YouTube videos. Then one day I realize, oh, I am married as well. This helps. Now I remember, oh, can we get some commit for specific time or day? You can cherry pick. Take that specific time and then cherry pick that commit. Can join Hindi batch as well. The next Hindi batch starts. I'll not start a batch soon because what I want to do is I want to go in depth of a topic. So maybe this batch will go to December, January, February, maybe. Can't. Lots of doubt I haven't given after today's class. I'll give you a hint. Anyone who is having doubt, watch the recording and practice it. Your half of the doubts will be solved. Is it okay to execute git rebase master? What if you want to get the history of master branch to any branch, you can. Completely okay. But generally don't do it in production. You don't want to change any master branch or anything in master branch. Okay. If we learn the whole training, should we be confident enough for a good DevOps engineer? Absolutely. See, what is a good DevOps engineer? A good DevOps engineer is someone who has answer to most of the solutions. Simple. Who's a bad DevOps engineer? You go to him and ask for a problem, he does not have the solution. Bad. Good DevOps engineer have the answer to most of the solutions. So it does not depend on course to course. It depends on how well you practice. So let's say next week, the entire week, 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 days, we will be extensively learning Docker. And after that, I will be giving you an exam. Now, if you pass that exam, it simply means you are a good DevOps engineer as a basic level, Docker level. Don't pass it, it simply means you have to work hard. So it depends on your hard work, does not depend on any course. You will find hundreds of YouTube videos or Udemy courses, maybe thousands. But it depends on your hard work. Are you willing to sit for 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours to practice it? If yes, well and good. Your training stuff will be enough for facing interviews. Absolutely. You'll love it. But class is going ahead. Still, I stuck scripting and Git. You have to work hard, Aniket. You have to work really hard. If you're giving 2 hours for this course, start giving four. Ah, can we have quiz? So instead of quiz, I am thinking, what if we go for branching strategies used in companies? It will give you much wider context. Why? Because in the last quiz, we already covered the rebase, git stash, and a few questions. So, is git tag concept required for interview? Git tag, you just, for example, this is your PR, pull request. You can give it a label, you can give it a tag, and you can call it something. That is same as git tag. Okay. You can tag it and give it a label. That's But the real question is branching strategies used in companies. So you might be given a question in Git. What are the branching strategies that you use? So I'll skip to the good part. So can we skip to the good part? Let's do that. Okay. So what I was going to cover ideally was branching strategies which I used from 2018 to 24. All the strategies I wanted to cover, but let's skip to the best one. Okay. Or do you want me to cover all the strategies? Trust me, it will help you to get an idea, but it won't help you in interviews. The best strategies would be something which is used generally. Okay. Let's have all. Okay. Let's have all. Let's do one thing. Let's have all. Let me take you back to 2018. I started in 2016, but I started as a teaching assistant where there was nothing related to Git. So 2017, I joined a startup whose owner was a mechanical engineer. And that guy had no idea what is Git. So I created a GitHub repository for him. I stored all the code Then I left the job and I started in 2018 in a company called Coin Delta. Coin Delta was the Binance of India. You must have heard Binance. It's a large cryptocurrency exchange. And similarly, that exchange was in India as well. The name was Coin Delta. So imagine this guy, 2018, Bitcoins. I was working on that technology. Crazy. I would have bought 20 Bitcoins that time. Now I would have been relaxing in Thailand. Okay. Anyways, learn the Git branching strategy. In 2018, what was the Git branching strategy? What is Git branching strategy? In your repository, how do you maintain branches? So in CoinDelta, what we had a dev branch and we had a master branch and we had a staging branch. We had a dev branch, we had a master branch, we had a staging branch. And let's say I was joining as a software engineer. So I used to have my laptop. I used to take a backup of dev branch or a pull of dev branch. I used to write the code. Let's say sometimes I used to write a new code in my own branch. I used to call it Shubham. I used to create my own branch called Shubham. I did that. And I used to then create a pull request from Shubham to dev, and the code was tested on dev. If the code looks fine, then it went to master and staging. Before going to master, it went to staging, and if it looks good, then staging was merged to master. Okay. So dev did not go to master. I was wrong. Dev went to staging and then it went to master. So how was the branching strategy? Three main branches. One was dev, one was staging, and one was master. Master was also treated as production. And staging branch was treated as a testing branch. So which means I have a code. I have a code on my local. Whenever I used to test that code, I used to test in a new branch called Shubham. If it works, I used to put it on dev. Then from dev, I created a pull request, okay, which went to staging. So you created two pull requests, absolutely correct. So from Shubham, first pull request was to dev. If it was reviewed, went to dev. Then dev was merged to staging. Then there was a QA person who was testing the staging environment. And that staging environment, if everything is fine, went to production. That was happening in 2018. Similar thing happened in 2019 only when I switched for the first time to Heap Trace. This was a company in Pune only. So the branching strategy was almost similar, but we can't use the names like Shubham. Very unprofessional. So what did Heap Trace teach me? Use feature names. For example, they also had dev. Dev used to go to staging and staging used to go to production. But there was no such branch called Shubham. There was branch called feature login. Let's say I was working on a login feature. So the branch which I am having on my local always had meaningful names. For example, what is the meaning of the name Shubham? Something holy, something happening, but nothing related to code. But feat/login was a feature that I was doing for a, let's say, logging functionality. Now, if I was working on a bug fix, so the branch name would have become fix/sign up. Getting the point that whenever I was working on my local, I could not keep any random names. I had to keep the names very strictly feature if I'm working on a feature. Fix if I'm working on a fix. Getting it? How many of you got the idea? Branching strategy. What names you have to give to your branches. Okay. Now, the branching strategy actually comes into consideration when there is a production issue. Let's say production had a bug which was reported by a user. Okay, bug. What will happen? Shubham, which is this developer guy, he will create a new branch. He will create a new branch either from staging or from production, because whatever goes to production has to go through staging. So from production, I did what is the command to create a new branch from a branch? Check out -b. So from production, I took a new branch and I called it hotfix. I did the hotfix, and that hotfix was then added to production directly. This is what I did in 2019. Risky business, but it worked. Why it worked? Because production was failing. I fixed the production, and later on dev and staging, it was eventually fixed only. Are you getting it? That production had a bug, I fixed that bug. So this prod was the name of the master branch. Getting it? You can name whatever you want, master, main. So in GitHub, whenever you create a repository, the default branch is known as main. In your local, whenever you create a new repository, the default branch is called master. If you do git init -b prod, the default branch will be production. So whatever default branch name you want, you can give it. Okay. How many of you got the branching strategy in 2019? Whenever I was creating a feature, the branch name was feature/login fix. But whenever there was a bug or hot fix from production, take a branch. And these feature and login and all these were taken from dev only. Okay. Got it? Now this was 2019. Then I switched in 2021. Vamstar, which was a UK based company. Amazing work culture, amazing ethics, amazing people, amazing tech. What they did, they followed a 3-letter branch name. For example, the dev branch was called DEV, the staging branch was called STG, and the production branch was called PRD. And they had Jenkins set up for each branch. So whenever I pushed anything to dev branch, I could go to dev.vamstar.uk and I can check my own changes. How cool is that? I'll teach you how to do that. So whenever I push to dev branch, there was an environment called dev.vamstar.uk and I could test whatever is happening in dev. Whenever that dev branch went to staging, there was a stg.vamstar.uk. And the testers were generally testing on that staging branch. And if the staging branch was passed, the PRD was vamstar.uk. Okay. Now, I, as a developer, DevOps, that time I was working more of data engineering, data ops. What would be my branch name? Any guesses? What would be my branch name? Ops? No. Vamstar was a very process oriented company. They had a tool called Jira. Jira is a tracking tool. Jira is a tracking tool. Okay. So, for example, this is my TWS board. So I have a few teammates who are helping me out. Okay. Now I create a ticket for them. Let's say for batch 8, I wanted a CKA syllabus. CKA means Certified Kubernetes Administrator syllabus. So I created a ticket on it and I assigned a person. Then let's say I want topic wise course content. I want to review each and everything that I'm teaching. I created a ticket and assigned to some person. I want a template for my PPT, PDF. I assigned a ticket. So whenever a ticket is assigned, the ticket has an ID called TWS4, TWS6, TWS5. So my branch name would become TWS6 or TWS4 or TWS5 or whatever was my Jira ticket name. Ticket, not ticket name, ticket ID. Whatever was my Jira ticket ID was my branch name. Ticket ID. So can you see? CK for batches is ticket name. But can you see TWS4? This 4 is a ticket ID. Whenever you create a new ticket, let's say dummy, you create it. As soon as you create this dummy ticket, TWS7, a new ID is generated. And this TWS, this Jira was linked with GitHub. So what happened? If I go to Jira and if I go to integrations, okay. If I go to Jira, if I go to integration, if I search GitHub for Jira, and I click that. Okay, done. Whenever you create a pull request from that ticket name, the branch name would be something like this. Let's say, can you see this? TES1. What is this TES1? That is the ticket ID. So whenever you create a pull request or anything, that will be reflected in the ticket. That will be reflected in the ticket. Yeah, I know, it's amazing. So I worked in that workspace. Can you see this? So Londe Shubham 153, all repository access. All repository access. Now see this. See this amazing thing. I'll do one thing. I'll go. Please add at least 1 to 3 sessions on Jira as well. Okay. Now see this. So I have this ticket ID as TWS7. TWS7. I'll just copy this TWS7. Okay. I'll go to my GitHub. I'll do git status. I am on my master. I'll do git checkout -b TWS7. Can you see? I have done TWS7. Done. Switch to a new branch called TWS7. Now see the magic. Git push, or let's say VIM for Jira.txt. Don't ask questions, please, because I am explaining. Okay. This is a demo for Jira. Naga, I see you're very impatient. Okay. This is a demo for Jira. Okay. So what I've done, I have created a new branch called TWS7 and I've created a new file called for Jira. And I've added git add for Jira, git commit -m, and in the commit, I'll mention the ticket, whatever ticket was assigned. Let's say dummy, TWS7. I'll just mention TWS7 : added some dummy. Enter. Done. Create mode. Git push origin TWS7. What is TWS7? It is the Jira ID. Pushed. Gone to my GitHub. As soon as it reached GitHub, my GitHub and my Jira are integrated. Now I go to my, can you see TWS7 had a recent pushes? I'll create a pull request. TWS7, I'll create a pull request. So my pull request is created with a few changes, that these are the changes, some changes. Okay. And my pull request is created. So as soon as my pull request is created, I'll go to my Jira board and I'll just refresh it. Can you see my dummy Jira ticket has repository Shubham Londe scripts TWS as a branch and one open pull request? How cool is this? And if I go to my pull request, even the commit ID is mentioned. If I click on my commit ID, it will directly redirect me to this is a demo for Jira. Boom in the chat if you got what is branching strategy crazy. So this is how in 2021 I understood how to integrate GitHub, Jira, and use tickets to maintain everything. Why pull request open? This was just to give you an example. Getting it? Now, if you come with me to 2024, you all will be amazed. How many of you are ready? So currently I'm working for Australia. This is what happens when you learn not from a Udemy or recorded DevOps or any course. This is what happens when you learn from an industry perspective. Okay. Now I'm currently 2024 working in Australia. We have not such naming conventions. We have a master, which is again kind of a production branch. We have a staging. We have a staging. And we have a dev. Same. Just like we had in Vamstar in 2021, same. Even this follows Jira integration because it's industry standard. Okay, this follows Jira integration. But the change is whenever we are having a bug in master, that bug won't be solved until and unless there is a Jira ticket for it. What is a Jira ticket? Jira ticket is a ticket to keep a track of what happened. If there is a Jira ticket, there will be work. If there is no Jira ticket, this bug will keep on be in master. No one will bother. So if you want to do anything, you have to create a Jira ticket. Now let's say you created a Jira ticket called bug 123 or hotfix 123. So there will be a branch. So again, me, same guy, I will be working. There will be a branch called bug 123 created. I will add all the fix and I will introduce that fix to two branches, not one branch. I will introduce that fix to master as well as dev. That's the new thing which I learned here. Why? Because in my previous organizations, whenever there was a hot fix, my master branch used to get that fix. My dev branch did not get that fix. And my dev branch was what? Behind my master branch. Whenever your dev branch is behind your master branch, you will get conflict. Always you will get conflict. As Darshan said, to avoid merge conflicts as well. Whenever your dev branch goes behind your master branch, you will get. Why? Because dev branch came first, then it went to staging, then it went to production, right? But you did a hot fix, you added it to production, your production went ahead. And that change is not in dev. Now, whenever someone will push to dev, everything got messed. Everything will be messed up. That's why in 2024, we made it a pact that without Jira ticket, there won't be any work. If a ticket will be created, that branch will be merged to master as well as dev. So dev will get the fix, test it, then that fix get merged to staging. This bug fix won't go to staging. It will go to dev, tested, well and good, goes to staging, tested, well and good. The master already has that change. How many of you understood the branching strategy? And if you go to Google and just write branching strategy Git, and if you go to images, you will find something similar because that's the best. You have develop branch, master branch. Whenever there is a bug fix, can you see this red is a severe bug fixed for production? It goes to master as well as dev. Jira app is paid for organization, it is paid for individual user, it is not, it is free. Getting it? And also, whenever we did any kind of release, we have to use some kind of tags, that release 0.1, release 0.2, release 0.3, and so on, so that we can keep a track of what all things we released. So in interview, if they ask what is the best practice, even 2021 was best. Even 2024 is best. But, you know, no one will ask, can you tell me the best strategy? They will ask, what kind of strategies have you used? So I've given you 4 options. Pick whatever you like. I hope you enjoyed today's session. That's it from my side. And before going, don't forget to terminate or not terminate. Don't forget to stop your English batch server, else you will be paying money to AWS. And AWS is not sponsoring me. So it's your loss. Nice to see Jira integration. Much more to come. Harsh, do you want to learn Jira? Go to trainwithshubham.com. Go to courses. Go to free. Oh, I have not added it here. So go to Train with Shubham YouTube channel. Go to live and search for Jira. Can you see Jira Masterclass for DevOps? So if you wish, it's in Hindi. It's in Hindi. But one good thing which happened is if you click on any video, if you click on a video and go to settings, oh, it's not yet added, I think. So very soon there will be a button added called audio language. It's not right now. Maybe later it will be added. It's not added right now. Okay. Currently, this video is in Hindi, but maybe very soon we will be having audio dubs. Okay, then I hope you enjoyed today's session and you had a taste of how the fundamentals and advanced sessions look like. So, whenever you see a heading, Docker fundamentals or Git fundamentals or Kubernetes fundamentals, expect a fundamental. But when it's advanced, expect an advanced session. Yes, Git session is over. Yes, yes. That's it from my side. Yeah. Learned a lot of new concept today. Superb. Superb. Many more to come. I hope you all enjoyed the session. I hope you all stopped your AWS instances, but never stop your learning journey. That's it from my side. यहाँ तक वीडियो में बने रहने के लिए धन्यवाद. देखते रहिए DevOps 0 batch and Train with Shubham channel. Thanks for watching. Ending the stream in 3, 2, 1. Bye.